I found my new choice game to play when I want to chill. This is going to be my new Gunfire, and for me that's a big deal, and I need to yap about it. I've had my eye on this game for a bit, and it's out now. It's called Windblown, although I'm not sure if it's pronounced... Anyway, this is off the cuff, so I'll try to make this quick. It's a roguelike hack and slasher akin to Bastion, with significantly more speed and frantic pacing, mixing a touch of Borderlands-style weapon variation and fantastic music, and you have a game that I can't put down. I have played my fair share of hack and slash style games, top-down or otherwise, and I found the ones I enjoy have a simple premise but wonderful execution. In this case, you're trying to get to the center of this vortex with skills or weapons you find along the way. I like the bat on the left side. That's... Yo, this soundtrack? Okay, you know what? I paid 20 bucks for this? This is a really good soundtrack. Which you need to pray to RNGesus for. You naturally unlock new skills and weapons as you go, making it seamless for you to get better stuff without having to go out of your way to do so. That kind of integration is huge in why I like this kind of game. Oh, okay, A is the... There's no cooldown. Ooh. Is that a meat cleaver? Yeah, you're Sadako from the ring. Perfect for fish. That's a... Ooh, I like that big cleaver. It throws you in with a brief tutorial and just lets you go. If you're good enough to beat it right then and there, then you are a legend. Otherwise, once you die, and you will, you meet the people in your base called the Ark, and see how the shops work. I love the dialogue, it has so much humor and wit, and it gives each person their own distinct personality. Also how when you change your avatar appearance, you're technically inhabiting a dead body the coroner has collected. Are we gonna talk about the whole corpses thing? Why are you keeping those? You either use cogs or various dust or ore you find on your runs to unlock healing items, skills, and weapons to find in later runs. Think of it like you're unlocking them now for a chance of finding them later. Said items can be found as basically blueprints in order to purchase at the shops when you get back. Simple, efficient. The biggest factor is the combat, and it's done amazingly well. You have a dash/dodge button, which has no cooldown, 2 weapons and 2 trinkets, which work perfectly with each other depending on where the buttons are placed, in this case X, Y, and the top 2, but you'll get those sorted out depending on the controller you have. While you can't jump, the dash can take you up or down heights as you need, and it's so satisfying to zip around the platforms on the stages without having a fear of falling off. You practically teleport around fights you come across, usually 2 or 3 enemies of different kinds, and go, if possible, ham with backstabs if you can, or abuse fire and goo. I do this. The staff crossbow and kunai are kind of broken for how far away you can be and still win. You can find abilities as you play to make combat easier, shown as these souls of previous people who have fought in these realms with the vortex, but you only have 3 slots, so plan your builds accordingly. You can find boost scrolls that give you stat buffs that stack up on each other, and some skills that even give you more boosts. Play around, you'll find your favorite style. If you can't find what you want, maybe visit the shop at the end of each area to see what you might buy instead. Health refills, usually, lots of healing items. I don't even know how to use the cannon. Raffle. Yep. Oh, there's the koi fish. Can you explain that? Okay, never mind. So simple. Have to get into it. Seeing as you only have 2 brain cells. Ah! Yeah, serves you right, Kyle. Bye. Sucker. Heading my way. Also, this game is multiplayer with public lobbies up to 3, I think. Oh wait, that's the... Oh, that's the emote button? Okay. If one of your teammates dies, you either kill the enemies in said fight or your friends stay dead. It's still in early access, so that might change later, but I find it quite the rush when said situation comes up. It's a challenge, it's a bit tough, but it feels fair. You gotta fight for your team. Sorry, it's how it works. I haven't had much time on multiplayer yet, but I'll try some public lobbies once I do. Once I have time at least. Shark has been kind enough to bear with me on this. Thank you, Shark, and I'm sorry. All this might sound standard-ish on paper, but that's why it's so special to this particular boomer. It's not revolutionary, but combine the solid combat and seamless progression with a beautiful aesthetic and soundtrack, and you get a game that has a 10 out of 10 start. The devs plan to make updates, and I am excited to see what else they can add. Okay, also, they have a pangolin skin. When's the last time you see a pangolin character in a game? It's been a long time for me, so kudos to that. And 3 hours in, and after countless runs, I am still finding new weapons and playstyles through the skills I unlock. Often it's the ones I didn't even know I collected previously. I just kind of collect things like a hoarding goblin, which is, you know, natural for a lot of people, so this game plays into that instinct very well. Each area also has new enemies, so there's always something new to fight, and you learn more tricks and timings for each enemy in each fight. I got to the first major boss several times now and won, and I could still get owned in the first few fights if I'm not careful. At some point, you get through enough of the game, and it's not that long, mind you, that once you kind of know the ins and outs, you kind of go into kind of zen-like state where you just flow through the combat, you just know what you have to do, and you're still learning new things, but it becomes so easy and so effortless that it just becomes a nice, chill time. I call this chill, but to me it's still like really fun and easy, and it's very intuitive, so major plus. If you're a fan of quick combat and a game that isn't too serious but delivers that dopamine hit, this is perfect for that. So I'm freeing a soul of preference. Great. Who's who here? The game is around 25 bucks at the time of me getting this video done. It was a $5 off sale initially, but I'm slow at this. But absolutely worth it. Maybe I can make a video on some builds later and see which ones you can use are good enough if I get the footage for that. Anyway, game link in the description. See y'all later. The legend Kit Knightwood, top tier supporter, your fortune for the day is... The spire tells all that was and all that will be, all the possibilities, potentials, walls, closing in upon themselves, yet expanding ever so greatly. You know what it offers, the temptation is there, and yet you know what is exchanged. But yes, please consider, do talk, understand, converse, and converge upon this thing, because this will be the future. Have a good day!